What's going on, everybody? It's Erica here from The In-Between. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any future Make Money Online reviews just like this one. If you are watching this, then you've probably seen the ads about Adrian Morrison's completely done for you Shopify store built 100% free. It sounds easy, fast, and it sounds like you can just start plugging in and making money with dropshipping like that. But before you go signing up thinking you're about to get a business handed to you on a silver platter, I want to break down what this free store actually includes, what you really get after you go through all of the processes, what people are saying about it online, and whether or not the whole dropshipping model itself is still something you can really build steady income online with in 2026. Or if you're looking for something that's way more stable, more predictable, and actually builds you an asset you own 100%, like the model I've been personally running for years now that still pays me every single month, then go ahead and click on the link below to check it out. And just a quick disclaimer before we get started, guys, I'm not affiliated with Adrian or his Shopify store offer in any way. This is all just my honest take based on my own research, experience with the dropshipping business model, and what other real users are saying about it online. With that being said, let's jump right in. Now, on the surface, it looks like he's offering a fully done-for-you Shopify store. You sign up through his link, and his system, which he calls Adrian Morrison AI, builds a pre-designed Shopify store uniquely for you. It supposedly comes with 20 or more products already loaded in from Zendrop, which, if you guys don't know, is another dropshipping supplier platform. And the whole pitch here is simple. You don't have to figure out Shopify, and you definitely don't have to research any products. It's already set up for you. All you have to do is add your personalization and start running your own ads. After the upgrade, you get access to the Shopify Store template, which already has tons of product pages written out and a basic theme installed. But when you start clicking around and editing, that's when you start to notice all of the cracks. There are filler links in the footer, the terms of service page sometimes leads to an error, the refund policy and privacy policy might not be fully connected, there are social media icons that don't link anywhere, and there's even a Become an Insider email subscribe box that isn't even connected to any email system. So for something that's advertised as done for you, it feels surprisingly unfinished. Beyond that, there's not a lot of guidance on the boring but important stuff, like setting up business info, handling your taxes, managing customer service, or dealing with refunds. And in the real world, those are all things that you'll have to face with dropshipping. Now, when it comes to his online rep, Adrian has been around in the Shopify and dropshipping space for years now. So he's definitely not new, and he has built a name for himself along the way. And if you start looking around online, some people say it gave them a starting point. They liked having a template instead of building from scratch, and they say it saved them a whole lot of time in the beginning. But with that said, others say that they felt completely misled. They say that the free store turned into extra upsells, and they even mentioned things like aggressive upselling. They talk all about feeling like they were promised something simple, but then realizing that they still had a lot of work to do, especially when it comes to running ads. Another common complaint is that the store feels cookie cutter-like, and that the products are similar to what everyone else is selling. The descriptions are generic, the branding is basic, and your store ends up just looking like hundreds of other stores built through the same system. Now, technically, the base store is marketed as free, but in reality, guys, you're gonna need to pay at least $97 a month for the premium setup if you want the full template. On top of that, you'll still have Shopify's monthly subscription costs, you'll have ad costs if you're running TikTok ads, and you'll probably even have other app fees if you install extra tools. And keep in mind, guys, when you're testing products that won't sell, all that translates to is more money out of your pocket. And with that being said, guys, here's the real issue I have, and I say this with every dropshipping review. You don't own anything stable. You're still running a dropshipping business. That means you rely on paid traffic, supplier shipping times, product quality you don't control, and platforms that can simply change their rules on you overnight. And because it relies so heavily on ads, you're gonna be spending way more money before you can even make it. You might have a good week, but then ads get expensive, or a product stops trending, or customers ask for refunds because shipping takes too long, and suddenly you're scrambling. So in a nutshell, there are too many things that can go wrong with a business model, and when it comes to drop shipping, those are all of the same reasons why I simply can't recommend it. That's why instead of building a store that looks like everyone else's and relying on ads every month, I'd much rather build something that I actually control at the end of the day. That's why I run digital leasing instead. Now with digital leasing, you build small websites centered around local service niches people are already searching for all over the US. So think of anything from fencing repair to stucco plaster. You get those sites ranking to the very top of Google in certain cities, and anytime somebody searches for those services in that area, your site is the one that shows up first. The calls come in because the demand is already there, and you're not forcing traffic with ads. You're simply tapping into traffic that already exists in low competition markets. For example, I built this fencing repair site in Colorado Springs a couple years ago, and that same site continues to bring in calls to this very day. And what makes it better is that the same business owner continues to pay me every single month because the leads help their business grow. And because you own 100% of your websites, if that business owner ever decides to stop paying me, I still own the traffic, which means I can simply send all of the calls to their competition who needs more business. And because you're working in local markets around the US, that means competition is low and the demand for scalability is high. That's why I also built this stucco plaster site in the same city, but just a different niche. It works the same exact way, meaning I got it ranked on Google, it started bringing in calls, and it continues to pay me monthly like clockwork to this day. I built both of those sites years ago at this point, and they still continue to bring in passive income and build their value every single month. If you ask me, guys, that's the main difference when it comes to digital leasing compared to every other online business model. It's because you own all of your digital assets outright. You control all of your websites, you control where the leads go, and you're not waking up stressed about ad costs or product trends. It's simple, steady, and it's way more predictable than dropshipping with the cookie cutter Shopify store. All right, guys, that's it for my full review of Adrian Morrison's free Shopify store offer. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future reviews like this one. And if you want to learn more about digital leasing, the same model I use to earn passive income every single month, then go ahead and check out the link in the description below for a free training that covers the whole business model in more detail. As always, thanks for catching up with me, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.